Hey guys, JH6 and I appreciate you guys watching. So I wanted to talk about having your gun loaded. And I talked about this in the past, but I'm going to talk about it again because I've seen a lot of guys talking. You know, I watch a couple of videos here on YouTube and I hear people talking about it. A lot of guys are talking about the fact that if you don't have your pistol loader, you know, for a home defense or for a CCW, it's very easy to draw low and engage your target. You know, it goes back to the shotgun. It's very easy to rack that slide, and you know, apparently the bad guy is gonna run away because when you hear the bad guy runs away. And I definitely disagree with that. I'm gonna tell you why. Stay tuned. I appreciate you guys watching. So let's get started. Alright guys, so let's talk about having your gun loaded but without a round in the chamber. Mainly you have a loaded magazine. This is empty, but you got a loaded magazine and that's it. So if something happens, you will have to draw, rack the slide, and engage. Now a lot of guys say that that's pretty easy. A lot of guys say that, yeah, you know, with the proper training you could do that. The Israel military, something, they do that. Yeah, you know what, typically guys that train a lot, guys that do a lot of training, I'm talking about military, I'm talking about SWAT teams, I'm talking about guys that were operators for like, you know, 5-10 years and have that type of situational awareness, that type of mindset. They could do that. They could definitely draw, rack the round, and engage a target. But I gotta tell you, basic people, they won't be able to do that. I know that for a fact. You find yourself in a situation where a bad guy is attacking you. You got to think about this. The bad guys, the criminals know how to be criminals. I mean, definitely there's some criminals out there that are pretty dumb, but I'm talking about the guys that are looking to cause deadly force. The guys that are looking to kill you. They know how to do it. Most likely it's not going to be the first time. Most likely they've done this before. Most likely they know how to do it. If someone goes inside your house, guys, somebody, you know, goes inside your house at 2 o'clock in the morning when you have 2 cars outside and it's obviously that somebody's inside the house is sleeping, that guy is coming to do something bad to you. That guy knows how to do it. That guy definitely knows how to do it. And that guy is definitely armed. Again, if you find yourself in a situation where you have to engage a target, definitely it's because deadly force is authorized. I mean, if you find yourself in a CCW, you're carrying your gun, and you have to pull this gun out, it means that the bad guy is about to cause something bad on you. He's about to kill you. He's about to stab you. He's about to do something really bad. Because let's face it, guys, if you pull your gun for no reason, you're going to go to jail. So that guy is going to do something bad on you. You don't have the time to draw, rack the slide, and engage. And I got to tell you guys, we need to stop thinking about racking the slide. It's going to scare somebody. It is not going to scare anybody. A criminal is not going to scare, it's not going to get scared and run away like a little girl because you rack the slide. If he's breaking into your house at 2 o'clock in the morning, with most likely armed, 99% of the time armed, he's not going to be scared because you rack a slide. Most likely if you rack that slide, most likely he's going to engage you. Most likely he's going to shoot a bunch of rounds towards you and you won't even have the time to engage that threat. I got to tell you guys, me personally, I understand some guys have children and some guys want to take that extra precaution to make sure that kids are safe, and I understand that. Definitely maintain your children safe. I do the same thing in my house. But I gotta tell you, a lot of guys that fail to put a round in the chamber is because of lack of training. If you train yourself, to understand your firearm, if you train yourself to know how to use it, you're not gonna have an ND. You're not gonna have the firearm is not going to shoot herself. You know, it's not going to shoot a bunch of rounds because you have it loaded. It's definitely a lack of training, and you need to go out there, do a bunch of training, and realize that unless you squish that trigger, guys, the round is not going to go off, and you are not going to have the time to rack the slide and engage a bad guy. Once you put that gun out of your holster, guys, it's time to engage. It's not pull the gun, rack the slide, and then engage. If you have to pull that gun out, if you have to point that gun towards a bad guy, you have to engage that target. You're not gonna have time to rack the slide, and you know, it goes back to a bunch of different other reasons. If you get injured, if somebody hits you, you know, in your arm, if somebody stab you, now you're on the floor stab, you have to take the gun and rack the slide. It's not gonna be a good day. It's definitely, I don't find anything beneficial on having a gun that is not loaded. But I definitely want to hear what you think. Let me know what you think. Let me know if it's a good idea. Let me know if it's a bad idea. I definitely appreciate you guys watching, and I definitely appreciate your comments. Alright guys, if you guys like videos like this, please click like. I always appreciate when you subscribe, share my videos, and as always, God is in control.